Hello and welcome to RASA Does Taskmaster. I'm your Taskmaster, Ben Cuff. And today we have, well, we looked for the finest contestants, but we got some other ones. We have Adam Stewart. Ashley Wren. Chelsea Willingham. Danny Watson. And David Rosenbaum. And of course, carrying out my every whim on this show is my ever faithful and underpaid, very underpaid assistant, Conrad.
Hello.
Hello.
So, what have you been doing?
I'm Taskmaster.
Cool. I've been working on my talent.
I didn't ask what you were doing, but carry on, I guess.
Yeah, I've been working on a talent. Apparently, everybody in Britain has a talent.
Oh, do they?
So, I've decided I'd work on my talent. Do you want to see what I've been working on?
I mean, I don't feel like I get an option in this, but go for it.
It's just a simple little thing.
Okay. You're doing cards, okay.
Yeah.
Very original.
Yeah, very original. Very difficult to.
It's not a fresh deck, I see.
Very difficult to do one-handed.
Okay.
Just can you
Actually,
take
you want
one?
me to pick a card?
Yeah, can you take one?
Can I just pick like from the middle of the deck?
Yeah, you can pick any one you want.
Yeah, just that one there.
Very good.
Cool.
Show everyone else.
Okay. That card.
Whoa.
Very good.
Whoa.
Cool.
Whoa.
Cool. Put that back in the deck.
Anywhere?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we go in there?
Cool. Thank you very much.
Cool.
That's as far as I've managed to get so far.
Okay, cool.
Do you have any pointers for me at all?
Pick a different talent.
Cool. Okay.
What are
Well,
we starting with?
we're going to be starting with the prize task.
Lovely.
Before the show began, we invited all 5 of these people to share a prize. The prize task today is the image that requires the most context. So all of these contestants have provided us with images, and whoever wins will be getting sent to their own 5 images that they will have to explain at some point. Adam, what
Hello.
have you brought in?
I have brought in this lovely image. There's me and my friends Robert and Ewan, and we're in Amsterdam, and that is a caramel mocha coffee that we're pointing at. Do you want more?
Is there more?
I mean, there is context.
I
for
hope
it.
there's more, otherwise you're going to last place.
So the context behind this one is I was in Amsterdam at the end of May for my mate Stag Do, Ed, and Ed always describes himself as caramel mocha, and we had to in this particular thing we had to go out on a scavenger hunt around Amsterdam, and one of the things we had to find was someone that looks like Ed. So we bought a coffee, and it's caramel mocha because that's how he describes himself.
Okay.
This very much describes the rest of his effort on the show, by the way.
Who's next?
Ashley will
4
be
points
next.
at least. Come on.
Oh, you're hopeful.
Okay, so Ashley, what did you bring in?
So this one's pretty simple in my mind. Basically, last year was my first year of uni, right? So in my dorm, I was living in the dorms, we had one shared bathroom in the hallway on my floor. There were exactly 2 sinks in that bathroom. And then, so I get there on the first day, and I see this. There's a little yellow alien, and there's a sign that says, "Please do not steal," Aaron crossed out thing, Jaeger the alien or else, which I've been told is an Attack on Titan reference or something. Over the course of the next few weeks, it continues to grow. No one claims it or knows where it is. It occupies one of the 2 sinks in the shared bathroom for the entire floor. No one touches it because, well, there's an or else. Like,
You don't argue with an or
I don't know
else.
what they're gonna do. And eventually, there's just this. I don't have the after picture, but it grows to the point where the limbs are sticking outside of the sink.
Whoa.
And the body occupies the entire sink. There's very little water left. And then one day it just disappears and we never see it again.
Is that enough context for you?
Well, I'm at least more impressed than Adam.
Ooh.
So Danny brought in this picture.
Okay, so I went to Ukraine a couple months before everything went on, and we went to an Irish pub in the center of Ukraine, and we got out the menu, and I was like, what is the strongest drink they have on the menu? So I looked for all the drinks, and one had a warning sign next to it, and I was like, okay, I'll try that. What's the name of it? Oh, it's the Hiroshima. So I was like, I'll give that a go. So it contains absinthe and every other strongest alcohol you can imagine. So they brought it over to the table. I downed it in one, was instantly drunk, went to the bathroom, head over the sink, everything. I was like, I am so done. Got back to the table, the waitress came back and she was like, hey, how was the drink? And I was like, oh yeah, it was great. Have you ever tried a Hiroshima? And she was like, oh yeah. And then she walked off. 2 minutes later, comes back with a second Hiroshima on my bill.
Oh.
So now I'm like, I can't give this back. I've got to drink it.
Oh, no.
So I drink a second Hiroshima.
So is this the first, the second here?
This is the first. This is the first. There is another picture, but it looks exactly the same.
Oh.
But the second one, straight down, straight to the bathroom, pretty much almost throwing up, trying to go around Ukraine.
Did you not learn?
Why did you do it both straight
Yeah.
down?
Because it's a shot, and you have to do it all in one.
That's
That's not a shot.
That's a shot.
That's a shot.
That's not a shot.
It has a handle.
It's zoomed in. I promise. That is a shot. That is a shot. It's yeah, but
Can you mime with your hands the size of that shot?
it was probably about that big.
That's not a
It was
shot.
like it was like that big and like that thin. So you grab your little handle, you pinky out obviously, and then you're gone. No, but yeah. And I never did find out if the waitress has had one. But, she just didn't understand it.
Yeah, I don't think she understood and
No,
you a
she
second
didn't.
one.
Yeah,
Did you keep asking her? She kept bringing.
yeah. I had 10 by the end of the night.
Stop giving me them. You want more? Okay.
Okay, so we'll have Chelsea's picture next.
So this is a picture of me in all my fabulous glory. No, one day we were just, chilling out, and all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I wonder what happens if I put my clothes on the blahage. So I put my clothes on the blahage, and I think the resemblance is uncanny. I am as beautiful as a blahage.
Wait, that's a blahage?
That is a blahage.
Thought it was you.
Yeah, exactly. See?
Same
The
eyes.
resemblance is uncanny.
David's sitting the
so
closest
I
to the
just-
TV.
Yeah, I know.
I just spent the day as a blahage, and honestly, it's quite a peaceful life.
Is it freeing?
It's very freeing. I would definitely recommend, if you are stressed, just become a blahage.
Well, I
Not
mean,
last place. Come on.
So yeah, David's photo.
okay, David brought in this.
Do you need more context, or is it
I
self-explanatory?
mean, we'll take the context.
So back during the pandemic, my friends and I did a Snapchat video call. We'd never done one before, and I don't think we ever did one after. And my first friend came on with me first, and the other two were still coming on. I don't know if you can see the makes out of the names on my skin. But we were messing around with the filters, and we're not Gen Z, we don't know how to use these filters. So he found the Teletubby filter, and my camera was just messed up. So I pretended to be the baby sun in the sky, as he was the Teletubbies. And yeah, that's the context. But I don't think you needed that.
It just gets more horrifying the more.
Yeah,
I
the
know.
more you
I'm
look
just
at
a bit
it-
like,
I can't look away though.
I mean, he's having a blast as the four Teletubbies.
Okay, so you've seen all the images. How do you rate them?
Right. I'm gonna go top to bottom.
Okay, top to bottom.
David's getting first.
He's getting 5 points in first place.
Thank you. Thank you.
Second's a closer one. It's not you, Adam.
Do we give it to Hiroshima, which was famously dropped in Ukraine, or do we give it to the alien?
I'm going to give second place to Eren Yeager, the alien.
All right, the alien gets 4 points.
Third viewpoint surmise is going to be Danny's poor life choices, as usual.
We shouldn't be clapping that. We shouldn't be clapping that.
Now, which one was worse?
Mine had a lot more context than I just put clothes on a shark.
Do we want to go for the girl who looks like a shark or the man who looks like a coffee?
Adams did at least have a more interesting story behind it, so I will give Adam 4th and Chelsea 5th.
Okay.
Let's move on to task proper, I think.
Yeah, the first task proper, and it's the most important task of the day.
I do not like this.
Hello, Adam.
Hello, Conrad. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Hello, hello.
Hello, David.
Hello, Conrad. You okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hello, Ashley.
Hello.
Make it here okay?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
How are you? Is this one for me?
Yeah, I think so.
I take a seat here?
If you could.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Completely transfer all the cereal from the bowl to the
Completely transfer all the cereal from the bowl to the glass.
And all the milk from the glass to the bowl.
Fastest wins. You may not move the bowl.
And you must not spill any milk. Okay. Your time starts now.
Your time starts now. Where's the glass? Where's the glass? Oh, that glass.
Yeah, fairly simple task.
Very simple task.
Yeah, they had some Cocoa Pops in a bowl. Sorry, they had an unbranded cereal in a bowl, and they had some milk in a glass. All they had to do was swap the positions of the two. They were not allowed to move the bowl, and they could not spill any of the milk.
Very simple rules.
Very simple rules.
Who was in first?
First up, it's Chelsea and David.
You may not move the bowl and you must not spill any milk. Your time starts now. Where's the glass? Where's the glass? Oh, that glass. Wait. You may not move the bowl and you must not spill any milk. What? Already off to a wonderful start. I have spilt the milk.
I can use other things, so I'm going into the kitchen to see if I can find any big pots. That will do.
Cereal from the bowl to the glass and milk from the glass to the bowl. Well, then that's going to overflow. Can I use other props?
All the information's on the task.
Bigger spoon. I need a bigger spoon. Bigger spoon, please. Please, come on. Those are mugs.
A pan, that'll do. I hope no one wants to eat this because then my hands are all over it.
Okay. I can move the spoon. Off.
It's a very big spoon there.
Very big spoon.
Does it have a name?
Lady Ladle.
Oh.
Right. Cereal from the bowl to the glass, milk from the glass to the bowl. Oh! Didn't see that. Where's the kitchen roll? One sheet does plenty. I know I've already failed the task because I spilt the milk, but we're just not going to talk about that.
And
We're
move the
not
bowl
gonna talk
multiple
about that.
times.
Okay, one sheet does not do plenty. The adverts lied to me.
No, that was stupid. What was I thinking?
Does a smaller spoon have a name?
To be honest, I'm not really thinking about that right now. Oh, this is pathetic.
That's a shame.
Does anyone have to eat this cereal? Because it's all over.
It's for the Taskmaster.
Okay, we don't need to tell the Taskmaster that it's gone on the floor.
I need to tell the Taskmaster everything.
You do not need to tell the Taskmaster anything.
I'm just wrecking this kitchen. Oh, Oh, cereal's stuck. Let's do it carefully this time. Did you measure this out? Is this gonna fit?
I don't know.
The milk wasn't gonna fit without spilling it.
Okay, milk goes in the jug, and I can't spit it. Can't spill any milk, can't spill any milk. But if this goes in there, then if I spill any milk, it goes into the bowl.
Would that count as you spilling some milk?
No?
Okay.
There we go. And then the milk.
All done?
Done.
I've stopped the clock.
Come on, last bits. Get in there. There's like 4 more grains. Done.
I've stopped the clock.
Cool. Almost 4:20.
Thank you, David.
No problem. Do you want me to tidy up or?
No, you can. That's no way to treat a lady.
You know what I'm going to ask? Both of you.
What?
You move the bowl.
Didn't move the bowl.
You move the bowl.
I didn't move the bowl.
The bowl.
Up.
You
No, I
lifted the
didn't.
bowl up.
I didn't lift the bowl up at all.
You lifted the bowl up.
You lifted the bowl up.
Yes, so let's check if David did or did not move the bowl.
Okay. I can move the spoon. Off.
It's a very big spoon there.
Very big spoon.
Oh, he moved it.
Is evident.
Just the imbalance of when you're taking the Cocoa Pops out. It's just the imbalance. I didn't move it, gravity moved it.
What, gravity went upwards?
No, because when I pushed down with the ladle and the Cocoa Pop shuffled over, like it went
But you
down.
could have
and
held the
lifted.
bowl down with
That's
your
what I was
finger.
trying to do.
So you're saying gravity lost this task?
Yes.
I mean, we don't need to discuss Chelsea's.
I mean,
She fully moved
She fully broke the rules.
You don't even need slow-mo for that.
Slow-mo for that. We don't need it.
look, all I'm saying is I panicked. I felt very nervous. Conrad wasn't talking to me. I needed some wise words of wisdom. I figured it out next task.
Okay, so if you want to know the times, David took 4 minutes and 26 seconds. We can get back to whether or not he moved the bowl later, I suppose, if you want. Chelsea was a little bit faster with 3 minutes and 40 seconds, but she did spill the milk, move the bowl, spill the milk again, move the bowl again, and then move the bowl for a third time.
I don't know what you're on about.
You know who's last
The
place.
milk didn't get spilled. We had an agreement. There was no milk spilled.
I think there was milk spilled.
There was
there was
an
milk
agreement that there was no milk spilled. We discussed this.
You're wiping it up.
I was told that I was assured by the Taskmaster's assistant that there was no milk spilled. We
didn't do
glossed
any
over
such
that
thing.
fact.
Right, are we ready for the next pair? I've decided to group Adam and Ashley
Okay.
together.
It means nothing.
Your time starts now.
Thank you, Ashley.
Fastest way, you may not move the bowl and you must not spill any milk. So I can move the glass, can't move the bowl. So I can do that. There we go. I don't know why I'm carrying this around, just for prosperity, I guess. So I can't move the bowl, but I gotta... Hang on. What else have I got in here?
Can I touch it?
Information's on the task, Ashley.
Ah, bugger. Ah, for God's sake! Might be here a while, boys.
What's happening?
I didn't choose that bowl.
Sod that, man. All the bloody cereal's going everywhere. Where's the... I can't see a bloody thing with these sunglasses. There we go. That would make it easier, wouldn't it?
Are you practicing that for a magic trick?
For a magic trick?
Yeah.
See, I used to know a lot of magic tricks, but can't really remember most of them.
Would any of them have helped?
Maybe if I could make, the cereal disappear, that would be nice.
Everything okay then? Everything okay then?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be okay?
Right, I think that's all the cereal. So completely transfer all the cereal from the bowl to the glass and the milk from the glass to the bowl. So there's one little bit of cereal there. Last little bits.
Is that all the Cocoa Pops?
Yes.
Is that all the milk?
Yes.
I'll stop the clock. Thank you, Ashley.
So that should be that.
Everything okay?
That's complete. See you later.
Thank you, Ed.
Welcome.
I'd like to apologise to the last two contestants.
Thank you.
Oh, I take great pride in not being the worst one.
I didn't move the ball. You didn't move the ball, actually.
Admittedly, both of you did not move the bowl.
I'd like to say that in my mind, I never even considered the use of an additional apparatus. So I was just standing there and thinking, like, surely this is the only way to complete it. There's literally no other way I could like contain all the cereal or all the milk at once. So I have to be doing this.
Well, none of the other methods have worked so far, so...
And Adam,
Yes.
valiant effort, but...
I had a breakdown. Yeah. see what happened was I was carefully you saw it. I was carefully spooning the cereal from the bowl
Spooning
to
the cereal?
Spoon the cereal.
Spoon the cereal from the bowl to a jar or the measuring jug, and as soon as I poured the milk, it went down the glass and out of the bowl and onto the table.
That's why you need a Pori spout.
So like David's ingenious solution
Yeah.
of the double bowl.
Yeah, you got a double bag.
God, double bag. Always double bag. Always double bag. And I did not double bag, so I spilt the milk and walked out in a huff.
No, don't cry about it.
Right, we
Got one left.
one left.
You got Danny
You
left.
say mine went worse than these.
We've singled out Danny.
I wonder why. Do you find out?
It normally means one of two things.
Yeah.
Means that you either did really, really well.
The alternate option?
Well, let's see.
Time starts now. Okay, completely transfer all the cereal from the bowl to the glass. Fastest wins. You may not move them. Okay. I'm doing the wrong way round. I just do the milk first. Oh, I can't spill the milk though. I can't touch the glass. I need a straw. Connor, do you have a straw?
Not on me, no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Can I move the glass? Can I move the glass? Can we transfer all the milk from the bowl to the glass? You may not move the bowl. You must not spill the milk so I can move the milk. Wait. Okay.
Do you need medical attention? Can't tell what you're trying to say.
I moved the bowl. I moved the bowl. I moved the bowl. You saw me, Conrad. I moved it. Okay, look. The cameras weren't working. They're not on. Look away. Look away. Oh no. This is going to be like one of those things like, did you know it took him 25 minutes to pick up all the Cocoa Pops? No, there's so many Cocoa Pops. How would you even fit them all in the glass? There's too many. Do they even all fit in the glass? Is there a bigger glass? Which glass was it? Is there another glass? Okay, there's no other glass. This bowl hasn't moved, by the way. I just want you to know, this bowl has been stationary.
It hasn't moved for a bit.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, this is so bad. How have I done this bad? I just did chaos. I just poured everything everywhere.
Why? What?
How's your day going?
Going okay.
F***ing hell. What's going on here? Alright, let's find a new bowl. It didn't say what bowl. There was no marking on the bowl saying the bowl. Okay, we need to fix this. Where's the bowls? We've got the bowl. Wait, the bowl can't be moved. Okay, I need a different bowl. Okay, where's a bowl? Okay, that bowl, that's the one. Oh, I ate the cereal. Okay, where's the cereal box? I need a new cereal box. Where's the cereal? Okay, we're gonna keep it in the bag. Wait. Completely transfer all the cereal from the bowl to the glass. The cereal's in the bowl. Now I need a glass. The glass can move. That's made of glass. Okay. Okay. And then the milk. Where's the fridge? Fridge. Milk. Move the milk. The milk cannot be spilled. Bang. Stop the time. Oh, wow. What a recovery. Thank you, David.
I'd like to amend my statement from earlier. What?
I still completed the task in the end.
Please just take this over.
It was funny because you came back from your task and you just had Cocoa Pops on your arms and milk down your beard. And we were just like, what did you do?
Look, I had a good breakfast and
Yeah,
then...
you took a break in the middle of the
Yeah.
task.
Yeah, you got it.
I like how you knew you screwed it up royally.
Yeah.
And at one point you were just going to do whatever you wanted. But you still went back and read the task anyway.
Yeah, I
make
had to
sure
give
you
it a
could
go.
Move the ball or not move
You
the
did
ball.
move the bowl though.
did.
I did.
You put one out the cupboard. You pulled it out the cupboard. You didn't put it in the bowl that was in the cupboard.
No, but that was the other bowl. No, because that was the glass. The glass was the bowl and the bowl was the glass.
Oh, yeah.
I have nothing.
Do you want some statistics?
Sure.
Okay, some statistics. Danny's mental breakdown lasted for 5 minutes and 20 seconds.
One of his longer ones.
So far, Danny has put 3 things inside his mouth during this run. That, of course, being cereal, milk, and the 2 combined. I'm counting those as
I was going to say, I
separate.
presume we have a counter for this.
There is no counter. I'm just keeping track.
Okay.
Also, Adam's glasses have fallen down once.
That also
So
being
far.
kept track of.
That might be getting kept track. So, scores.
You might as well tell me the times.
Times, well, Ashley and Chelsea both managed to complete it in 40 seconds and 3 minutes. David managed to do it in 26 seconds and 4 minutes. Danny managed to do it in 20 minutes and 5 minutes, 20 seconds and 5 minutes.
The mental breakdown took a lot of time off.
And I was lost in all of Adam's rage for I didn't quite get a time down for him. Will that matter?
No, not at all. They're getting no points.
That's for anyone.
That's harsh.
Okay.
I'd argue I was the only one to transfer all of the cereal to the glass and all of the milk to the bowl.
Actually,
you
did
moved
it
the
as
bowl.
well.
No,
I
there's
did it as
still
well.
some milk in the...
So
Yours went on in the kitchen roll.
I did the
imagine
cereal.
moving the bowl.
Actually didn't move the
I
ball.
believe the task explicitly says, do not move the bowl. Raise your hand if you didn't move the. Oh, right. Yes. Okay.
The thing is, I moved a bowl, but not the bowl. My bowl was the
You
bowl
moved
in
like
the...
20 balls then.
Yeah, but the bowl never moved.
Danny, moving more bowls doesn't disqualify.
Yeah, but all those other bowls are null. Like, my bowls didn't move.
Specific about bowls, then David moved bowls as well.
Yeah.
I slightly nudged like the bowl because of gravity. That's all that
You know what?
You
Let's
can't
do
keep
it this
blaming
way.
gravity.
Who thinks David didn't break any rules? Who
If
thinks
anyone
Danny
gets
didn't
points,
break
it should
any
be David
rules?
or me.
Who thinks Chelsea didn't break any rules? Who thinks Ashley didn't break any rules? Who thinks Adam didn't break any rules?
None of them seem to raise their own hand up for themselves.
No, that was noted.
So no points for anyone?
No points all around.
All right.
Have to be fair.
Shall we update the scoreboard?
Yes, update the scoreboard for all the good it'll do.
Yep, still the same.
All the same.